If during someone's early years they missed out on the love that they needed in order to grow and develop in the right way, it can mean that they are deeply wounded now that they are an adult. But although this is the case, there is the chance that they won't be able to join the dots, so to speak. One can then spend a lot of time feeling down and criticizing themselves, for instance, not being able to realize why they experience life in this way. In fact, this could just be what is normal, with this stopping them from even thinking about why their life is this way. Someone in this position, then, is likely to typically live a miserable life, and in general, it might not stand out. However, although this is how someone can be after missing out on the love that they needed at the beginning of their life, it is not the only way that someone can be. Alternatively, someone could have more or less completely lost touch with how they feel and spend a lot of time feeling good and rarely criticize themselves. As with the other experience, they might not think about why they are this way, and this can just be what is normal. When someone is this way, they could have a life that is anything but miserable, and in general, they might stand out. For example, they could have a smart appearance, a well-paid job, a big house, an expensive car, and a successful partner. Not only this, they could come across as someone that has high self-esteem, and there could be an air of superiority about them. They are then going to be a human being, but it will be as though they are above others. Now, it could go even further than this, and they could say that they are better than others, and be fairly condescending towards certain people. And if they are criticized, it could just bounce right off them. If so, they won't need to wear armor, as they will be naturally protected against anything that comes their way that goes against their elevated view of themselves. Based on how they often behave then, they won't appear to possess much empathy or experience much self-doubt. As a result of this, on one side, there can be some people who are repelled by them and find it hard to understand how they can be so confident. In their eyes, someone like this could be totally deluded. And on the other, there can be some people who admire them and would love to have the same level of confidence and perhaps success that they have. Some, if not all of these people, are likely to provide them with a lot of their energy and attention. Still, as strong and confident as this person appears to be, they are likely to have weak foundations. Therefore, to use an analogy, they're going to be like a fortress that is built on sand. Even so, as their brain will have blocked out how they really feel to protect them, and their life will have been designed, both consciously and unconsciously, to stop what is taking place outside of their conscious awareness from breaking through, this won't be something that they are aware of. This is why they will be able to be in denial, or to be more accurate, why denial will have them. In all likelihood, they lost touch with their feelings and their body very early on, and a defensive structure was created automatically. Along with this, they would have lost touch with their ability to feel ashamed, and this is why they will be able to act in a shameless manner. Throughout their early years, they may have had at least one parent who physically harmed them, verbally put them down, and neglected them. Either way, they would have been deeply hurt, and they wouldn't have been able to do anything about what was going on, as they were powerless and totally dependent. As they were unable to leave their environment, they had to leave themselves and create a disconnected and inflated false self in the process. When it comes to the person who feels low and often criticizes themselves, they will have ended up with a disconnected and deflated false self. If someone feels low, but they are not aware of why they are this way, they could end up reaching out for support. The reason for this is that they are not in denial about how they truly feel. Yet, if someone rarely feels low and typically feels good about themselves, they are unlikely to reach out for support. Their defensive structure will be too strong, and unless something significant takes place, such as a loss, a serious illness, or simply getting older, and even this might not do it, they are unlikely to change. So with that said, if you are in a position where you have an inflated or a deflated false self, then this may show that your early years were very brutal and you missed out on the love that you needed in order to grow and develop in the right way. And this would have deeply wounded you and deprived you of the nutrients that you needed to go through each developmental stage. And in order for you to truly put this stage of your life behind you and to be connected to your true self and to be at ease, to no longer feel as though you are perhaps better than others or as though you are less than others, then you are likely to have a lot of pain to work through. And to do this, you may need to reach out for external support. But the main thing is that you reach out for the assistance that you need to gradually change your life. If you would like to find out more about the services that I offer, please go to www.oliverjrcooper.co.uk or email me at info@oliverjrcooper.co.uk, and I'm looking forward to assisting you on your journey.